Pause, let's talk about the fourth dimension. I had the worst existential crisis yesterday because of this. Because we've only ever lived in the third dimension, we have no idea what a fourth dimension would look like. When something is one-dimensional, think of a straight line. You can move forward and you can move backwards. There's no left or right or up or down. Like a number line, you just move across it. A two-dimensional, think of Mario. The OG game, let me just sprinkle in nostalgia for you. In that case, you have up, down, left, and right. Then we get into the reality that we live in, the third dimension. In this reality, we can move forward, backward, left, right, up, and down. And you're already very familiar with this reality because you quite literally live in it. That's literally what you perceive every day. When we look at an object, we can't see every angle of the object unless we turn it around 360. For example, this camera, you can't see the back of this camera. You can only see at the angle in which I'm showing you. If I move it here, you can only see from that angle, but you can't see this part of it unless you move it. In 4D, delete that rule, because you can see from every single fucking angle. Think about a box, a closed box. In a 4D reality, you could see through the box. You could quite literally see through walls. Unlike a third reality, which you are bound to only the angle that is shown to you. You know, spectating in a video game, it's basically that. You could see through people. You could see their insides. I had so many questions about this because if you live in a 4D reality, time would also act different. You'd essentially be a being that knows exactly what happens till the end of your life. From birth to death, you would know everything. Time wouldn't feel the same. Time would be so warped, at least in our minds. And that's something we can't comprehend. You would know every outcome of every decision you could ever make. Time for us in the 3D reality seems like we're waiting. Time in a 4D reality, it's not moving, it's stagnant. They already know what's happening. Everything is happening all at once. In the reality that we live in, we need a mirror to see ourselves. In a 4D reality, you can see every angle of yourself. Forward, backwards, left, right, the internal, everything. My question is, if we lived in a fourth dimension and we could see to the moment we were born to the moment that we die, would we also be able to see the afterlife? Will we know what happens after death? Or do we get transported to a fourth dimension when we die? These are the real questions. Because basically your entire life is laid out like a fucking timeline. Think about living in a 4D reality and think about how you would actually feel like you had no free will. Everything would feel predestined. So is everything predestined? Then we get into the topic of free will. This is exactly where I hit pause because I'm thinking too much. Sweet dreams, guys.